Hello all 2.5 of you. Have you missed us? We've been busy. Everything was put on hold as our lives went absolutely weird and bonkers for a bit, but we're all okay and we're all back together today, and we spent the weekend watching wrestling, which was glorious.
Well, can I just say, when you say we're all back together, it just made it sound like we had a divorce.
Oh, no.
Please make it clear that we are happy as a
We are all happy as a family together in the same place for a prolonged period of time. Anyway, you don't care about this. Everything's okay. If you were concerned, don't be concerned. But how appropriate that it's our viewing of Battlefield that's been interrupted, because honestly, this will sound like a damning critique. This story makes very little sense to me. I mean, I can follow the plot, but in terms of how stories work, I don't think this story works how stories are supposed to work. Now, I don't remember if I've said anything like this in the last 3 episodes. I'm sure I've quoted my favourite quote, which I hope I've made up myself, because that makes me a very clever person, which is that Battlefield is a story not with a beginning, middle and end, but a middle, and a middle, which I've really enjoyed. But I do feel that the sort of general flow and ebb and movement of this is just weird. So let's pull that to one side for a minute. If we accept that that's the case, then let's enjoy what we've got, which is just glorious moments of stuff. So we get, of course, the Brigadier being an absolute legend, an absolute hero, just investing all of his trust and faith in the Doctor, the result of so many years of friendship and shared experience, resulting in not a heroic self-sacrifice, because the Brigadier's not the sort just to throw his life away willy-nilly. No, he takes a risk and believes himself to be the one who is more replaceable if needs be. And he is replaceable because we've already got Brigadier Winifred, and her relationship with Anselin is joyous, if a bit weird.
weird.
Well, in so much as they've only achieved for 5 minutes, they don't actually. There's no. I don't think their performances scream sort of true love will conquer all.
I did.
Do you?
Yeah,
Well, that's me then. I'm.
Chemistry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I buy into
She's
it.
a woman wedded to the army. He's a man out of time.
Yeah.
What's not to live? I'd watch that spin-off.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Demand it now.
Big Finish has probably done 1,000 of them. We get Mordred and his mom, and all that. We get the.
She's no mother.
G Marsh, great performance from G Marsh.
Great performance, but what a witch.
Oh yeah, but brilliantly so. And I love that bit when she talks about Arthur at the end. We were together in the forests of wherever we were.
She loved Arthur more than she loved her own son.
Yeah, well, there we go. The Destroyer, great visual effect, just comes out of nowhere, is the big scary thing at the end. Then we get, Sylve's speech about nuclear weapons, which I genuinely feel, is this, do I need to preach this? I think Sylvester McCoy is an actor with such depth, and I don't know where else we've seen that. I'm not the sort to search out performances by doctors in other things. That's not really where my fandom lies. His relationship with Ace in this is glorious, where he says, I'm glad you gave her the sword, because you're more precious. Oh, how lovely is that? And then, of course, we get the ending where the Doctor goes off to cook a cassoulet, we've decided, while the girls go off and have a nice time. I mean, like I say, I think, weirdly, generally when I watch Old Who, I kind of anticipate I'm going to watch a whole story. This would be a story where I'd watch an individual episode just randomly and go, yeah, I'm satisfied. Because just stuff happens and it's cool.
To be fair, a lot happens as well in each episode. I don't think there's any dead space, whereas we have definitely watched some episodes of Doctor Who in a story where you thought, well, why is this a 4-parter? This could have been 3. Nothing has happened. Whereas that was full of action.
It feels constantly full of energy and event and stuff to comment on.
Charm.
Good performance and charm. That's a really good point. I mean, in so much as I think this is a charming Doctor, as charming a Doctor as we've had for.
Well, I would say Colin Baker was really
Okay,
charming
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, well, you stand
yes,
Colin.
Other than Colin, he's probably my favourite.
All right, and just there's just so much to savour in. It's like a box of bloody chocolates, isn't it?
Isn't it just? You just never know. Wait, hold on.
Full of energy.
Full of energy.
energy like
soft centres, sweet
cocaine-filled chocolates. Anyway, glad to be back. That was absolutely brilliant. That genuinely, I mean, for a story that I don't think is a great story, that was a great episode of Doctor Who. I'm summing that one up. Not a great story. Great episode of Doctor Who. All of them are great episodes of Doctor Who. Flipping love it. Bit of admin. We've obviously got very few Sylve episodes left, which is just tragic. I've already started my Sylvester book. During the last 3 weeks of chaos, it was where I found myself looking for succor, and it's brilliant. I cannot wait. I love that word. I can't wait to tell you about this 7th Doctor book that I started reading. I've had an epiphany, not an epiphany, but whatever it is, it's been a good thing. Anyway, nice to see you all. Hope you're all well, all 2.5 of you. Onwards. Bye.